Okay, you guys, we're back with another exclusive information, maybe exclusive to you. And it's exclusive because I've never shared it. It's exclusive. So we got to talk about Cassie and P. Diddy and this whole thing, the freak offs. We got to talk about it, you guys. This is live. We're getting reports that a criminal investigation is underway. It's been reports all over social media. And then there's some credible sources. TMZ decided to put this out there. And again, we are going to read this, you guys. I want you all to bear with me as we have this stuff here. And we are back. We ask that you do share the live and share because we are here. Now, Diddy is the subject of a secret NYPD investigation. And although it is unclear if his ex Cassie made the criminal complaint, there is a strong evidence involving SA. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ that there is an open case at the NYPD with the name Sean Combs. We're told it is an active case, but this case file has been locked, essentially meaning it's a sensitive case where access to is restricted. As reported, Cassie has filed an explosive federal lawsuit which alleged the R word, human trafficking, among other accusations. TMZ inquired about the NYPD, and they responded with this statement, quote, this is a quote from the NYPD, the New York Police Department takes SA and R word cases extremely seriously and urge anyone who has been a victim to file a police report so we can perform a comprehensive investigation and offer support and services to survivors. It will be seen based on the statement. Not only is this a SA case, but the NYPD is actively looking for other alleged victims. We contacted other law enforcement in numerous jurisdictions. Cassie mentioned in her complaint, meaning Miami, Beverly Hills, and Los Angeles, and every juncture, we got the same reply. No police report has been filed as it pertains to Cassie or Diddy, and no investigation has been launched. Okay. We did find a 2016 case where TMZ broke the story. Beverly Hills cops were called after a breakup argument of some sort between Diddy and Cassie. A domestic incident reported was taken, but no legal action followed. As reported, Cassie has claimed everything from R-word to assault / battery, even human trafficking. This after alleging Diddy forced her to have the S word with male prostitutes across state lines. Because this could rise to a federal crime, we also checked with federal law enforcement sources, including the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York, as well as the FBI. In or both fronts zip. This according to TMZ. Diddy lawyer has come out strong, calling BS on Cassie lawsuit. He told us most of her claims would be barred from criminal prosecution based on the statute of limitation. Her R-word claim, however, could be pursued here in Cali. So time will tell if she files a criminal complaint there. Diddy has vehemently denied all of Cassie allegations and accused her of seeking to shake him down for a big time cash to the tune of $30 million. So as of now, we have found one case in New York City where it seems Diddy is in the crosshairs of the police. Again, I personally, and station head, y'all better head over to YouTube. Y'all hear that I'm reading this and y'all ain't over there to YouTube. Give me them clicks and views. I speak to y'all shame. And y'all better come over here and apologize to me, okay? Now go on over to YouTube right now. Please and thank you. I love you. Now get over there right now. Okay, so personally, we have done some research. We have done some writings. I've been on the phone with some sources. They said, Wiley, there's a lot going on with Kim Porter. We also did get information, and we want to say shout out to our friend over there at the Neighborhood Talk. They have some information. And again, it's going to be a lot of reading, okay? Okay, a lot of reading, all right? And so we want to say shout out to our friend over there at the Neighborhood Talk because they have some information. And I'm going to just read it off my phone. I don't feel like doing all that clicking. Okay, it confused me when I got to do 5 things at one time. Okay, can we say that for a second? Now, we're going to go to the Neighborhood Talk here. They posted something because the reason I like Kyle from Neighborhood Talk is, again, the way how he rocked the microphone. I've been a fan of him forever before he rocked the mic. And I'm really going to be a fan of him now. I'm just saying. Now, back to the news. So we have some information here concerning this case, and a caller called in and she was talking about Al B. And so the Neighborhood Talk posted this. Thank you. But when Al B sure was saying something happened to Ken Porter, nobody wanted to listen. He got sick suddenly. Y'all should have listened. They rekindled before she passed. And they were talking about on the Neighborhood Talk, quote, Al B sure indirectly allege that Kim Porter may have been the M-word deleted. R&B singer and father of Kim Porter's son, Quincy, may have some other theories about his ex-wife deletion. Sure claimed that in the time leading up to Kim Porter's deletion, after she was running from someone or something, this is an article, and that he had told her, recanted in a now deleted Instagram caption, to call the FBI. Only later he did add instead that she was running a marathon. So he changed it up once Diddy sent his enforcers after Al B. Once he sent his enforcers, Al B recanted the caption and said, no, I meant that Kim Porter was running for a marathon and not running from Diddy Combs enforcers, okay? So I want to do a little reading of Cassie complaint, just a page, because a page really, something caught my eye on this particular page. And again, we ask all media folks that are here with their notebook and pen. Again, I'm going to read with you and those that can read along. If you do have the court's paperwork, if you don't worry, because we got it. Okay. We're gonna read it to you all. Give me a quick second here. I want to make sure we get it to you all so you all can see from it. And so I'm gonna read for page, as you all can see, page 21, We're going to read from page 2021. You all can see it, okay? Okay, let me do this. You good? Okay. Let me go back up. Okay. Upon seeing the results of his vicious attack, Mr. Combs immediately took steps to conceal his wrongdoing. To summarize this page, he whooped her in the hotel room. He forced Cassie to stay at his home and Home by Hills along with one of his sons. Now, put a pause on that. One of his sons. And what is a son? A son is is a relative, meaning a child of a parent. That is what a son is. And so it said one of his sons. All right. Let's put the pen in there as you all can see it. So you all can see it right then and there. And it said one of the sons. Let me zoom in on that. So you all can, okay, let me do it this way. I want you all to see that. Okay, this way. Okay. And he said, put on more makeup. Put on more makeup. So my son can't see you like that. So I'm trying to see who is the son. Some of my producers, we're just, again, this is not the Oprah Winfrey Show. This is not the Wendy Williams Show. This is the Wiley Show. We have very limited funds, but we do some digging. But it's reported to me that it could be Brother Jason or Justin, Brother Justin Combs, the one that got arrested for a DUI. Or it could be Brother Quincy. Okay? Brother Al B, the father, is the father of Brother Quincy. And, I think Diddy adopted Quincy. So it could be, my gut is telling me Quincy witnessed the abuse of, the abuse of Cassie, seeing the bruises while she was putting on the makeup. So again, it could be Quincy. I don't want to say that, so I'm going to say allegedly. But what we do know, according to the text of the complaint, it said, put on more makeup. My son can't see you like that. So we do know that it was a son of Diddy. The question is, who was the son? Was it Quincy? Because if we go back when this happened, the only two sons that will be of age at that time could be Quincy, could be Justin, or if somebody, it was a son there. Those kids know something. It couldn't be the twins because it didn't say the daughter. Come on, somebody. They didn't say it was the daughters. My daughters can't see you like that. It said the son. Follow me, people. They said the son. It didn't say daughter. It said put on more makeup, put more makeup on, stated you got to get up and put more makeup on. My son can't see you like that. So in this investigation, okay, we are just talking about this because we're trying to help bring justice to Sister Cassie. And this is in Home and Hills, okay? I want to make sure we got it on there so y'all can hear. We hear. I want y'all to follow us today. I know y'all in the building. I need y'all to follow us. All right? So we need to call Brother Al B, because Brother Al B said that Sister Porter was running from somebody and she need to call the FBI. And Brother Al B is recovering and had a miracle because he was in a coma. And they're saying to me that mysteriously, after he was saying something about Sister Kim Porter, he started having and got into a coma, got sick. But then death couldn't get him. He rose up, got healed. And now, according to his Instagram, he's back walking. So, Brother Al B, if you're listening, brother, if you can come on out and send me a SOS or a DM, and I will be glad to repeat it. Because we're not afraid of Brother Diddy. We're not afraid of a freak. We just want the truth. We want the truth out. This is your time for the truth to come out. This is not the time to be silent. This is the time to tell the truth. And my question is, where is the prophets? All these so-called prophets, Prophet Jordan, Prophet Larry Reed, Prophetess Juanita Bynum, why isn't a prophet speaking and calling out evil? I don't hear nobody speaking up nowhere. But maybe it's the time for me to speak, because it's been reported to me that's going on. So me minding my business like I always do. I always mind my business, you know. And so I'm on the phone with some people, and they said, Brother Wiley, let's not forget that Diddy was involved with B2K. Now, you heard the rumors of B2K. They was all getting it in with each other. B2K. One of the members of B2K said Omarion touched him. And they were saying all of that. Last time I checked, Diddy was musically involved. My question with Diddy, did he invite the B2K, the bump to the freak off? That's all I'm saying. I want you to say this because I know your lawyers is drawing up your complaint. I just got to say something, because if you bringing freaks to the freak off and male workers, did you invite B2K? Because there were rumors around that time that B2K was getting it in with each other. I can't say that without a doubt, because she did not say that the bump and the was in the room. She didn't say nothing like that. She said there were male workers that's getting it in with each other. Male workers. And then, I don't know if we can pull it up in the complaint, because my reader, I need to hire me a reader that can dig in these comments and read, okay? Because I'm not afraid of the freak off. But I got to speak for Sister Cassie, because a lot of people is afraid to speak. But we're not afraid today, amen? So let's go. Let me see if we can go to page 15. Let me see. I wrote that down, page 15. Why did I write that down? Let me bring this back a little bit. Okay. So apparently that the family was aware and heard rumblings of assault. Because as you can read there, I need y'all to open it up. And it said, quote, while in the hotel, she asked to go home to her parents, but Mr. Combs wouldn't let her leave. That means she couldn't leave. He kept her there. She lied to her mother when asked about an online gossip forum that reported the assault. So right in this passage, right in that paragraph at 70, the mother ran across an online forum of an alleged report that was reporting the assault, and that was telling us the assault between Cassie and Diddy. All right? So then it said in 71, read, Mr. Combs proceeded to instruct his assistant to purchase an excessive amount of gifts. I'm going to say Cassie, which was delivered to the hotel room where she remained trapped. Meaning that I'm going to trap you, that ain't nothing but the enemy, but still give you gifts and still got you trapped. She was trapped in 71. 72 said, quote, Cassie was terrified, isolated, unable to see a pathway out of Mr. Combs' abusive hold on her life. When you're going through, you ain't gonna be able to see it for at that season in 72. Then in 73, she found herself becoming numb to the abuse she was experiencing and became entirely beholden to Mr. Combs' demand. She began to blindly follow his instructions out of fear, again, of being on the receiving end of a vicious beating. So when people come on out there, folks that are watching this broadcast, they said, why didn't she leave? Why didn't she just get up and walk away? Because she was trapped. See, the problem is, folks, it's delivering the news and they're giving you bits and pieces. It's just like the Bible. And you open up the book and you post one scripture or half piece of a scripture and you run with it. That's why a lot of people is twisted up right now, because they don't read the full facts. They just watch because of laziness. All I want to do is click on the blogs. That's all I need, and I got my opinion. And then you running with a half-baked situation instead of reading the 35-page complaint. Over here at the Wiley Show, y'all going to be educated and highly aware of what is going on in the 35-page complaint. I need y'all to type that in the chat. 35-page complaint. When you leave here, you gonna know where to go. You ain't gonna be like some of these people, gotta twist it up like a pretzel narrative, twist it up, half-baked, they don't know what they're talking about. But over here, you're gonna get the 35-page complaint. We're gonna break it down. She was terrified. So that's just how that goes. So we're not going to go and read it all over again because we had already read it, but I just want to bring up that point. And I put in here 16. Why did I drop 16 in here, Paul? But I put in here 16. I put 16 in, or I've written it down. So we're going to see why did I write down 16 on here. So again, we're going to go to 16. Give me a second. Okay. We got to talk about the freak off. Let's break that down. Let's get to the freak off. Here we go. So it said the first time, this is 78. The first time Mr. Combs hired a man and brought the man to his home in Los Angeles. The man, Mr. Combs, and Cassie, mascara mask. Hope I'm saying it right. It was a mask, mascara, I'm going to say it. And incongested drugs. Mr. Combs directed Cassie to perform acts with the man while Mr. Combs watched them. Do you hear me? He decided to masquerade. Thank you. You help me in the chat. You know you got to help the preacher here. Masquerade. He started to play with himself while he directed Cassie and the man to do specific acts. To me, 78 seems to me that Diddy is so sick in the head that he was having a live adult entertainment. Let me break it down and do an example. That's just like you want to bring Maddie in your home and you want to see and have somebody you done kidnapped, and you want to bring Sister Maddie, and you want Sister Maddie to pull it out, and you see Sister Maddie getting it in with your woman. You so sick, she kidnapped, she can't leave, and she got it in, and you're pleasuring yourself to the act. That is what Diddy was doing. He was bringing people live and put in front of him what he liked to watch in videos. He actually want to do it live. Now, if you're a fan of adult entertainment, there is a section in that, that people like to see people get, kidnapped or they can't leave and they just bust it wide open. They do all type of, they call it fantasies. So the word I was looking for was fantasy. So Diddy was trying to bring out the fantasy in real life, but the difference is at the freak off, the woman, Cassie, did not want to be a part of the freak off. She didn't want to be a part of that freak off. She didn't want to be a part of it. He did that, according to the complaint. And then in 79, I need y'all to type in the chat 79. Type that in the chat, 79. Just type 79. The entire encounter lasted multiple days. I wish I could highlight that. In 79, the entire encounter lasted multiple days. And I went to school. Days with an S is plural. So that means that it lasted 2 days or more. Because if it lasted a day, it would just say day, meaning day means one. But when you say days, you have to come to the conclusion that it's 2 days or more. So meaning, hearing that in 79, we know according to this complaint, that Cassie was getting it in the freak off for a minimum of 2 days or more, because it said multiple days. That's what it said. It said it right there, multiple days. It said it right there. Multiple days. So that means, can you understand the strain that her body went through those days? The distress, the mental distress, and the stress of her parts. And so when you break this down, you understand that this is sick. This is sick. Do you hear me? Mr. Combs began to call the arrangement a freak off, or FO. He would repeatedly tell Cassie at random moments that he wanted and freak off, and Cassie was eventually expected to facilitate the location and hire of male workers. So not only in 80 that he want her to be a part of it, the freak off, but he also wanted her to facilitate the location, hire the people that is going to R-word her. Do you know that's sick? That means I'm about to lose. So you had made Cassie facilitate her assault. Not only I want you to be a part, you're going to do this, but you're going to facilitate it. Diddy. That's in 80. The more you read this complaint, the more you know that this is sick. So that's in the complaint. I can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So while we hear Tasha, excuse me, have went live, correction. She did a pre-recorded when she interviewed a woman, and she interviewed this woman, and the woman described, this is an ex-girlfriend of Diddy. And I remember because I watched the interview, and this is when she used to tape in that radio station, the one that she flopped at. But they allowed Tasha to rent out a room to do interviews. And so Diddy ex-girlfriend, her name was Virginia V. So Virginia V was talking about how she was saying happy birthday and saying happy birthday to Meek Mill. And he could say, and then he reached out and said, thank you. She shook his hand. And she said Diddy was enraged and angry that she was shaking the hand and talking to Meek Mill, and he just went at it. He was upset that he proceeded to attack her, stump her multiple times. She said he grabbed my hair, cussed me out for just saying happy birthday. And she said she was only 22 years old. And I didn't listen to the full video of Tasha K because it was very sad listening to the video, and I just really didn't have time to listen. So that was a couple of little highlights. And then we get to Vlad TV. Young Jock said Diddy said tomorrow I want. Oh, okay. He was doing an interview, and Diddy saw a white woman with her head shaved, and he told Cassie you gonna shave your head tomorrow. And Young Jock said, what? You gonna shave your head? She said, whenever Sean wanted me to do, I'm gonna do. So she got the next day, about 2-3 days, shaved his head, according to Young Jock, and she took a picture. And then according to Young Jock, that Cassie started a trend of having one side of your head shaved. I just want people to hear me. And so we are yet dealing with this case publicly. And because the people say, is it a criminal investigation? Well, according to TMZ, it's a secret criminal investigation with the NYPD police department, right? And in California, they don't have a statute of limitation in California, from my understanding. I'm not a lawyer. I will have to get that verified from a lawyer. So that's just my opinion. And I want to read something else because I was in Lipstick Alley. And I took a screenshot of this and I want to read it to you guys. If y'all don't mind me reading to you guys. In order for me to get better reading live, I got to read more. Amen. So in this post that was on Lipstick Alley, said, I'm going to be 100% honest here. Somebody wrote this. I think it's great that Cassie is suing Diddy and this abuse is coming out in the mainstream. Okay. Thank you, Mouth Open. Said, greeting Wiley's love. This is not a new puffy. It's a sicko. I hope other women, get the courage to come forward. You better know it. Okay. They said abuse is coming out in the mainstream, but it's still not enough. For me, I want to see all come out. All the stuff that has been discussed in these threads, like about celebrities being used as sex slaves for the elites. Everything. I want all the Illuminati and the sacrifice to come out. I want all the sex trafficking and the P word to come out. I want every single illicit rumor and crime that folks have been discussing in secret about Hollywood, the music industry, and all the elites and the public figures to come out in the open. I want to see these people brought up on charges. This is a post out of Lipstick Alley. Brought up on charges, held to the full criminal account. Diddy is not the only one, and we all know it. I want to see them all dragged out, exposed, or charged. I don't want any more of this hidden, disgusting, insidious stuff lurking in the background anymore. It's like a giant, sticking, rotten that need to be cut off, and I'm ready to see it cut off. I want all the people exposed, criminally charged, convicted to the full extent, and forced to serve and be accountable for their evil BS. I don't want to see any scared cows or anyone that has been doing this spared from accountability. I hope and pray for full accountability across the board in healing for the victims, especially the children. I am tired of this hiding in the dark, pretending to be one thing to the public, while folks are straight up cruel and nasty abusers, murderers, P-word, human traffickers, pimps, madams, R-words, K-words, behind the scene, This ish need to end completely. That is what was said on Lipstick Alley. And I couldn't even get the name. I think it was like anonymous or something like that. But that was that post. All right. So again, we got people here that have been calling in, texting, and everything. So I'm done with that and breaking that down. So again, we're going to have this segment where you, the public, are going to call in if you got something to say to add on these criminal charges. Do you think he needs to go to jail? Let me know in the chat here if you think he needs to go to jail, and we would love to hear your thoughts and the general public thoughts at this time to give your thoughts. All right. So again, the number, we're going to post the number on the screen here. If you are watching on your television screen or your phone, the number is posted on the screen at this very moment. So that number is 972-674-9462. If you got something to say, you can say it at this time. All right. It'll happen in due time. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, what's up, Wiley? It's me, Kiki. How you doing? Again.
Hey, welcome.
Listen, you know, when I hung up with you earlier, right? Guess who popped up on my phone? A former friend of the show.
Who popped up on your phone?
A former friend of the show, Miss Wright, popped up. An interview she did.
Who is Miss White?
The crazy lady, crackhead Jaguar.
Oh, Jaguar, right? Okay. I said. Okay. Go ahead.
And so I was like, what is this one on? You know, so I click on it, and boy, oh boy, it was an interview of her, basically lining up everybody who tried to expose Diddy and died.
Oh,
as far as when he was, yes. I was like, oh my God. And supposedly how she's been in contact with Cassie and she's gonna protect her and she's supporting her and she's been trying to expose him for years and years. So I don't know. This is getting deep quick. You know, that whole Will Smith thing, ain't nobody even thinking about that. Ain't nobody thinking about Kiki. This right here is here to stay. This right here is gonna stick. I think he's going to jail. Because think about it, the Tupac thing, remember that? The guy said that it was him that set up Tupac, right? You got this Cassie situation, and now they're saying a secret investigation's going on.
Wow.
Yeah, he might not be able to survive this, baby.
Wow.
It's too much.
Yeah, I just think that for me and how this is going on, I think it is all coming out. And I think the reason why people probably didn't believe Jag, because number one, there was no victim that was credible enough that we can point to. They say, okay,
right.
You understand what I'm saying? Nobody have
right.
Everything that Diddy did, he did in a secret, settlement. But this with Cassie, it's a 35 complaint. Now we can go back and say, you see, she said this person said this, blah, 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 blah. Because now you have some court documents you see in NYPD. Like it was many people speaking about R. Kelly, about the dealings he was doing. And he got away with it for decades. And then finally, his money dried up. Start talking. VHS tapes start to pop up. Now, mind you, Diddy got a lot of recordings, but you ain't seen none of that popped up. Why? Because Diddy still got his money. See, R. Kelly's money dried up. His money dried up.
Well, he was living downtown at Chicago at the Trump. So, I mean, how is he supposed to afford anything?
I'm talking about, he must be living down. I'm talking about like paying all the people to keep his secrets. He didn't have enough.
Exactly. He had a lot of expenses.
He had a lot of expenses. And so the records wasn't recording and the streaming wasn't streaming and the content wasn't selling like that. So then once people start not getting their money, then I got a box. It was a man that said, I got a box of VHS tapes. He said he had in his closet. And so they all start talking. And all the victims, including the male victims of R. Kelly, had started cooperating, because people forget about the male victims. You didn't see the male victims. Why? Because a lot of males probably got wives. They probably don't want to come out to the world and say, hey, R. Kelly did this, blah, 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 blah. But you saw women, but he also had male victims. So,
and you know what? And you know what's so funny, Wiley? So does this one right here. This one right here got a male, female. He got all kind of things.
He got all that kind of, and now because it's out, now they're all going to allow people to just, he got to go. They're going to pretty much, a deal going to be anchored. Okay, Diddy, he already having a deal with the people. All these powerful, that's it. You did it, just pay. He's going to have to pay. But the thing with Diddy, once you pay her, the flood.
You gotta pay everybody. People are gonna start coming out the shadows, the crevices,
yes,
the woodwork, and they're gonna want their coin too.
Yes, the floodgates going to open. So if you
start
writing that check, he gonna have to keep writing them checks. Like once Bill went there and said about the Quaaludes, and he paid that woman, that basketball person, paid her off, even though he took a deal that harmed him because he went to prison. And he still got women from 1971 in the late 60s and early 70s that's still coming out to Bill Cosby for his money.
Ain't he damn near 90 years old? You know what I'm saying?
He's not fighting that.
You know, I was watching something not too long ago. Somebody from 1963.
Yes.
I mean, come on. Like, what is going on here?
Because I think that, I think that when you're trying to move in this business and trying to go against the system, that's what happened. Because when Bill Cosby was just regularly doing his show, but once he tried to do deals and try to move
and buy NBC, remember that?
Whatever, try to use his wealth for the benefit of the people. I don't like that. You trying to tip scale the system. So that's like the word on the curve what people are trying to say. But even with that being said, Bill, you still did some wrong because you admitted in civil court that I gave her some Quaaludes. So,
of course.
Now, the only reason why he got off is because the prosecutor said, hey, if you go and give her some money civilly, we will not prosecute you. And because they had that agreement with Bill Cosby, the Pennsylvania State Supreme Court said, y'all got to honor that deal. You can't change that deal once a deal is made. And so that's why Bill Cosby was able to walk free, because the DA that brokered that deal with Bill Cosby said, hey, if you go and do this silver and go on this deposition and admit what you did, we will not prosecute you. And that's the only reason why Bill admitted that he was giving that lady some Quaaludes.
Ain't that crazy?
So, and you can just break down that civil thing. So again, so now when it comes to Diddy, I don't think he want to do a deposition because it's all out, just like it came out with Bill Cosby, and it's going to be.
But you know what? Yeah. I hate to change it, right? But where are the new black media now? This is Blockbuster.
But they sleep. Megan Cuniff on it. She posts the receipt. They sleep. They talking about
where's Milagro? Where's Armand? Where's new black media?
Sleep.
You know what I'm saying? They should be at the court. This arraignment time, people need to be at that courthouse. This ain't no sealed secret, indictment where the grand jury can be in the courtroom.
But when they go, they got to make sure they Gucci is together. They got to make sure they got a push-up bra. They got to make sure they look flawless. They got to make sure they have Gucci boots. It's gonna all be a fashion show. That's what they were so much concerned about their wardrobe. Instead of getting the back.
And then he gonna go in the courtroom with all black on, okay? Oh, he ain't wearing no name.
And then when they go to the court, they go get the notes all the way wrong. Oh yeah,
right.
He gonna win it. Oh yes, it's over. He's gonna win. And then you got it's not like how they said it because they got it all wrong. They don't know how.
Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Megan Cuniff already on it, and Armand somewhere, taking up for Darius and all these people.
They should be doing wall to wall, but they I guess they working on their outfits. I guess Milagro working on a push-up bra. I guess she's trying to see if she gonna defend Diddy because she's obsessed with men that's with dude behave because she was with Kaylin Walker. It made her little wet. So maybe she'll come out and say she on Diddy's side. Who knows?
Oh God.
But when they go to the courtroom, they both gonna be dressed the same. They both gonna be looking like they the Doublemint twins. That's what they both gonna be looking like. They're gonna be at the courthouse.
Wait a minute. I thought Auntie Hammy done exposed Armand. Can he afford a flight to New York?
I know we have to talk to Sister Auntie Hammy about that, because the last time we did see Milagro and them, this is when they was put out of the courtroom. They both was in there. He just only did when Milagro get her attention, get her clicks and views, and they was in the courthouse, right? And looking like the Blue Doublemint twins, and they was put out because they was breaking the law, and it was unethical. They was breaking the court rules by recording Megan Cuniff on her laptop because they was doing a visual recording, and they got banned from the courthouse. They was escorted out by the LA sheriff. So I don't know if they do New York case, because I don't know if they're afraid if they might get put out again. I don't know.
Well, you know what? It's just sad that, you know, I mean, kudos to Megan.
And
she's doing what she do.
Right.
But
somebody,
where are we? Where are we? Where's the black representation?
Somebody brought up a very important question. Hold on one second. They said, do y'all think he's mistreating Young Miami? No. I think him and Young Miami is not getting involved in the bedroom. I think he's using
her. No. I think that's Wiley. Go ahead.
He is, but it's not the R word. I don't think she's getting us all unless she share it. I think he used Young Miami to help him with Revolt, make the pod, because you remember, nobody was checking for Revolt like that. And if he is harming Young Miami, let me reach out to Young Miami and ask if she getting harmed. What is her Instagram? Because why? Listen, with Diddy, with this freak off, he probably had another freak off. They got Saucy Santana. Was he? I asked Saucy, did he was invited to the freak off? Let me ask her right quick. Let me a second. Do we have Young Miami? We post. What's
Young Miami 305 at Instagram? Young Miami 305.
Let me ask her if she actually is a victim, because this is what media does. So I want to ask her really quickly, is she a part, if she a victim? Hello, Young Miami. I'm coming to you. This is the Wiley Show. And I want to know, Diddy did any aggressive, abusive behavior to you, physically, mental, or otherwise? And did he force you to deal with any male adult workers, any male workers? Did he pay off any hotel security footage? If you could just send me a SO alert, like a SOS alert or something. And I will not say it publicly until you give me permission, but I need to know, did you have to do a freak off to get a podcast on Revolt? So let me know. Again, my number, I want you could take my number down right now. My number is 972-674-9462. May God bless you and your family. Okay, we want to see, because again, you seen Young Miami just shooting up in the media space, and did she have to do the freak off to do that? Because
you know what, I think honestly, Wiley, yes, she did have to do a freak off. Yes, she is taking part of the bedroom shenanigans. But you know what, Miami, Young Miami, and the City Girls, that's their whole mantra, right? They come from get with the rich nigga and get the money. You know what I mean? So they don't care about what they have to do to get to where they have to go. So I absolutely, and then, not to throw Saucy Santana under the bus, but Saucy's music is not spinning and selling and streaming like that. Every time you see Saucy, Saucy got the latest on. I mean, he got Balenciaga. He's taking all these fine trips. He's on the island. He's in the club throwing stacks of cash. Where's all that coming from? That's coming from his shenanigans with Diddy. I'm convinced. Because I'm not pocket watching, but I just don't hear his music anywhere. Unless I get on Instagram and I see him arguing with other podcasters or YouTube personality, I don't see Saucy Santana at all. I don't hear his music nowhere. And I'd be out. Come on. I don't hear anything from him. So for him to be with Summer Walker and these girls in the strip club, blowing stacks of cash, it makes me think, well, damn, is he really, is Miami Diddy's beard and Saucy is the real plaything, right or wrong?
I hear your point. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in.
All right, baby.
All right, thank you so very much. Now, we did get something from Saucy Santana's story, and Saucy Santana is saying this quote on his Instagram story. He's saying this quote, "I'm a hush for rich baby daddy. A poor hustling getting cussed the F out. Boy, shut up and buy some." Okay, because he's responding to a caption. If your N-word tell you to STFU in front of everyone, what you doing? And this is what Saucy Santana is saying. I'm a hush for a rich baby daddy. A poor hustling getting cussed the F out. Boy, shut up and buy some. That is what he is saying right now at the hems of these allegations of Sean Diddy Combs. And that Saucy Santana is the best friend of Diddy, new girlfriend, Young Miami. So again, we are putting it out there. So it's so much stuff that is going on, you guys, and we have reached out to some people. We're waiting on some update. They said Miami already said she doesn't want to rap anymore. What other talent does she have? Down to something. She's down to something strange for a piece of change. Yeah. Young Miami, excuse me, Young Miami, you better jump ship because everybody's going to start suing and you ain't going to be getting no more allowance. And this will harm, excuse me, this will harm Young Miami because one thing I know about celebrities, once you get exposed and once you hot, ain't nobody want to come on your show. Ain't nobody want to come on Revoke TV, Revoke. Nobody's going to come on his network. No, especially Carisha. Maybe Drink Champs will survive because they're not really associated like that sleeping with Diddy, right? Who is known for the public perception of sleeping with each other is Carisha Please. So Carisha Please, it's going to be difficult for her to get book interviews because she have to release a statement. Do you hear me? Actually, it's the brown little girls too. Your little brown little girls are not too safe. And yeah, I agree. So they still going to deal with Diddy. So many people say they still going to deal with Diddy. So we shall see, you guys. What do y'all think in the chat? Can y'all call in really quickly, and then we're going to go really, really quickly. If anybody got something else to say, and then I'm going to go to sleep. Well, I'm up for another 2 hours. I'm going to, something else pop off. We're going to go live and everything. Like, because people were watching my show, and they was looking at my arm. It was like, oh, Big Mama, your arm. They did dissing Brother Wiley. You hear that? I said, I ain't stunned them. I'm saying I'm on my wrist running and producing the shows for my producers. Do y'all actually think all of us, I Am Puffy got nice, he gave back these royalties, made people sign NDAs to minimize people speaking to? I feel you on that. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley, I had to call in real quick, but I got to get back in bed because I do have.
Go ahead.
But Diddy, this has been going on for decades. I am from New York. We've been hearing rumors about this, and I can't wait until the first baby mother that got beat underneath the car during speaks out, because every woman that he's been dealing with, they all know about this. And as far as like when he was giving back the royalties, he knew this was coming. That's why he was giving back the royalties and making people sign NDAs so they could minimize the speak about it. Because when you sign the NDA, you're not going to be able to speak about what you witnessed during that time. And everybody knows he's a smart man. He got lawyers. He got people in the industry. He got probably cops on the payroll. This man comes from the Harlem gangster world. Like he's underground. Like, and people think that he's just nice because of appearance. Like, oh, look at Diddy. No, like this is like he's literally like Big Red from the Five Heartbeats, allegedly. This is crazy.
I feel you on that. Thank you for that. You said his first baby mom. That's Kim Porter or no?
No, Misa.
Misa. Who's the father of Misa? I mean, who?
Misa is Justin's mother, I believe.
Oh, so she.
The light skinned son that they said allegedly was his best friend that got X'd out allegedly in Atlanta, Wolf. Because this is going to get dirty.
Oh my
because
gosh!
It's a lot of rumors that came out because his first son, the one that I think was allegedly involved with Lori Harvey.
Oh, that's Justice's mom.
Justin, okay. Yeah. He allegedly. It was rumors now. These are rumors.
Yeah, it's all rumor. Everything we sell here is a rumor.
Because he was not even Puffy. He was
okay.
If you could look up Puffy's best friend and the one that was like on his security detail, Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf.
Justin does look just like Wolf.
Oh.
Y'all do the math yourself, but this is all speculation. But rumors was out there because they said that he was beating Misa underneath car seats.
Oh.
Car
seat. Wow.
When you get when battered women, somebody's telling you why you with this guy, and usually it's the best friend that's comforting you,
gosh.
Rubbing your black eye, putting a steak on your eye, going to the freezer, getting a pack of peas. Oh, I don't know why he's doing this to you. I'm gonna talk to him. Can you please talk to him? He's hurting me. Oh, come here, let me, console you. They, stuff like that. Allegedly. But this is gonna get filthy, Wiley.
Yeah, it really is. And people all over the country and all over the world is talking on it. We are the leading voice of this, of reporting information as we get it. This story, I mean, this week, honestly, is something that will go down in history as one of the weeks of just stories just breaking. I've been covering shows a lot since 2018, and this have been a week of just so much stuff been going on. And now with Diddy, I feel like it's going to be some more.
This is why I said last time I called, we are in the age of Aquarius. Tell all your secrets yourself because it's coming out. Everything is going to come out. Stuff like people, and this is not shocking because a lot of people like Jaguar, right? Like she's a little kooky because I did used to see her around when I worked at the record labels, but she wasn't like really in there with the higher ups. But she was around. So little bit of things that she says does be true. And I know, but she just goes off the edge crazy.
Because you said that Jaguar Wright was around. And so she was in the industry because people just think that Jag was just a singer and that was it.
No, she was around because back then it was pretty, like a lot of people was around, like people that were singers, writers, and stuff like that, people who was down with record labels. It was more easier to have access. Like now, like a lot of people doesn't have access, but back then a lot of people have access because a lot of things that she was saying was but she's really elaborate. Like she adds, she starts throwing in garlic, sofrito, sazon, goya. She starts adding stuff on and gets very animated with it. So people are not going to take her seriously. But a lot of things that she was saying, they do be quite true, but I do think she's adds, her little spices onto it and stuff like that.
Okay, because again, she was definitely there, and I have a picture up, and it's the only picture that my producers and I got up when she was in jail, and we put that picture up because she said a lot of stuff about it, and usually when Jaguar Wright, because of her mental illness,
people are not going to take. She's not going to be credible.
Her credibility is just out. Now she's entertaining to get clicks and views, but as a credible source, no, because of her mental illness. If she had her mental stuff in order or no one knew about it, if she didn't just diss so many people in the industry, then because she said Erykah Badu put bones in the backyard. It was a lot of stuff.
But a lot of people are people don't understand, and it's more these people that's in this are into witchcraft.
Yeah,
you understand?
And also,
they don't understand. They have witches on speed dial.
Right, and also,
you know who's next? The people got to watch out. Jay-Z. Now you understand? He better be. I bet you he's getting his ducks in a row right now because there's a lot of dirt that people done in the 90s, early 2000s that was acceptable then and was able to hide then. The internet wasn't available. We were reading magazines. We was looking at the Star, the Inquirer, whatever, gossip site. We had Wendy Williams who was on a lot of things that Wendy Williams was saying. They were saying was outlandish. Like Puffy is doing this. Oh, that's outlandish. They fired her because he had the upper hand in. You understand? So now the internet and people are being exposed more quicker. is giving the victim more leverage. So now it's a different time. And a lot of those things are going to start to come to fruition, come back up. Like people are digging up the bones, literally. Mm-hmm. They're digging up the bones and it's going to come back and surface. And now people are going to look like, hey, what's going on? And a lot of those, who they really need to go after? The higher up, those executives that made a way for these people to get away with this. Those are the real culprits because they didn't do this by themselves. No. All this burying and hiding and doing this stuff. When they got R. Kelly was just the tip of the iceberg.
The tip of the iceberg. Because even with R. Kelly, the producers, Jay-Z worked with R. Kelly, was in the studio and was doing all this stuff with R. Kelly.
Let's go back. Aaliyah. Aaliyah was messing with him and Damon Dash, allegedly.
And then also Jay-Z allegedly, this is something a lot of y'all probably heard, that he have a son that he to this day refused to take a DNA test.
It's a lot, but
the boy looked just like Jay-Z.
The daughter, what about the daughter? You haven't heard from her, right?
The daughter.
No, but you haven't heard from her, right?
No,
because she ended up taking an ancestral DNA test and found out that she was allegedly related to one of his relatives. They hushed her up. The girl allegedly has a new house in Connecticut and living good. She probably had to sign an NDA allegedly and have to shut up because he couldn't, but he was going to stop it with this boy. He's not going to, because they said it's on file for him to come to take the test. He's not going to take it. He's, this boy don't got no money like him. He could push stuff around and move stuff around because the reason why he probably doesn't want to take the test because it would prove the fact that you actually did a statutory situation with somebody.
Yeah, because the mother was underage. I remember
that's the only reason. Do you think those his only kids?
Right.
He has a whole bunch of children around, probably allegedly, that he take care of. That they shut up. You got that hush money.
Yeah, because the mother of the son, the alleged son of Jay-Z, she admitted on camera that it happened, and she just recently passed away. But she
this is why I said people cherry pick too, like with the black women situation. That's why don't black women me to death. I said don't black women because people love go up for Beyonce. But what type of woman are you at the end of the night that your husband don't be claiming his kids? But I said, but everybody go up. So don't like please. They pick and choose who they want to do that for.
Absolutely, because they also saying in the chat that he have a baby and a child in Trinidad. So,
but I'm saying, but what kind of woman are you to be?
Absolutely. Because I look at this because I look at this in a personal thing because I have a father and we found him on DNA Ancestry. His name was Tommy Williams, and I was trying to see is any Wileys on there. No Wileys on there. So long story short, I called him up. No thing. His wife know I exist. No relationship. And I always say, what kind of wife will continue to be in a relationship with a husband that won't have a relationship with their son that or meet him, say hello, hey, to even take a DNA test. So I understand what Jay-Z's son or alleged son is going through because I asked the man that I found on Ancestry because if you take Ancestry, it showed the parents right up on top.
Right.
And so I said, hey, can we just take a DNA test just to see if you're my father, like outside of DNA? And he said no. He said you're too old for that. And I said okay. And he have a white wife. She's a dentist. And everything, and he's white.
And this happens,
and it happens. But I said, okay, well, it is what it is because you ain't gonna change. You know what I'm saying?
Why that black women narrative? Shut up with that.
Yeah,
like everybody, shut up with that because all that because that's a black woman's son. That's out here struggling when you have the means to think this is insult, it's hurtful on every level. It's not even if you don't want to be in his life, you have the means to just give him the satisfaction. Yeah, I'm your father. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? You won't even do that. And for a woman to continuously and just acknowledge and just woo loo loo loo, what kind of woman are you?
That's so true. Because I look at it, man,
like I said, we are who we attract. Don't ever think that that the person this person is such a bad person. No, that other person got a little bit of that in them too.
Right.
We attract who we are.
I feel you because I want to say this because you brought up a good point. Because I was telling my mom, a lot of our moms or parents, they was in there getting it in one night stands, but now because of DNA Ancestry, you can't, it's coming out. Like you got kids out there, especially a lot of men that's out here doing one night stand. So it's hard to deny it. Yeah,
because that's how I found out my father. Because I I did I found my father that way. Like, found out that my father was my father. He said he was my father, but my mother had like 2 other candidates.
Yeah.
You know, it was the 70s. She was on cocaine. It was a wild time.
Because like,
and
yeah.
Yeah, and so she didn't know. Like, she was like, oh, but, you know, she always said it. Well, I think it's him. And I took on his last name, but I wasn't too sure because I didn't look like him.
Right.
So I wasn't too sure. But when I took the test, his nieces come to find, like, my cousins. So would make, you know.
I feel you on that. And that's why, you know, when I did Ancestry, I started meeting the cousins of Tommy Williams. And one of the cousins of our side, I think her grandmother and my grandmother on his side was sisters. So we meet and we connect, and she reached out to Tommy when we finally get him on the phone and he sees communication, which is fine, which is okay, which is fine. But the funny thing about it, out of everything that man teach and have a youth organization and teach in college is criminal justice, and I'm in school for criminal justice. So that's why I'm like, DNA does matter. And my thing is this, I'm not asking for no dollar.
And we need to dig up Emile. Remember Emile? She fell off the rock and never came back.
We need to find Free from 106 and Park.
We need to free all the old hoes.
Like for real. Like, because like this, I'm not asking for $1 a quarter or whatever. But I understand when people have secrets, they suppress the secret. It's crazy that people would do that. But if they do it with regular folks that ain't no millionaire, what do you think that the Jay-Z of the world, they have these offsprings out? What are they doing to suppress the truth coming out? Because if you got somebody who hardly would have nowhere near the income and wealth of Jay-Z, you know, of that type of thing. And it's okay because it you know, I have my own show. I have the power on my show. And then every once in a while, my people get to Google it and they be like,
and wasn't there, I'm not sure if the chat could probably help me out with this. Wasn't there a lady who ended up X'd out in a hotel room, I believe, about probably 15 years ago, and they said that this woman was allegedly pregnant by Jay-Z?
Well, again, I don't know anything too much about that piece, but I will tell you this: on Lipstick Alley, they did bring up a lot of stuff about that associated with Jay-Z, and a lot of it was rumored that he was dealing with Beyonce when she was underage. That's the rumor.
But if you do the math.
Yeah,
come on now.
That's like, a lot.
Either Beyonce is going to have to come out with her real age. Was that your stage age?
Yeah,
or with something? Because if you say that you're the age that you say you are, the math ain't mathing, girl.
The math ain't mathing, but and
then you could just been messing with. This is what happened. This is what, and then especially I know from personal experience, like New York. Growing up in New York, I was in high school. I used to go to Grace Dodge High School. I was dating a 30-year-old man. This is what happens. A lot of these girls it was acceptable then. And it was more pushed on. Like, even from, like, when your great-grandmother, my great-grandmother was 14, having a baby, married. Like, and then it was like you was pushed. And even my grandmother said, oh, my mother made me marry this man. He was way older than me. But she said he was stable. So that was a pattern that a lot of people did until women started to come into their own. That was a pattern. You found the older man. And it rolled over into the 90s, the drug dealers pulling up to the school. Like, you got to get into the LL Cool J's. LL Cool J stayed hanging around the high school. You got to get into the date with the rappers that was coming out in the 90s who was just getting money. They started to come out. They start rolling up at the schools, you know, with their big cards. The young girls, they're young, naive. They see, I think he has money. He's going to take me to McDonald's. This was common. And they would have to open a whole bunch of, like, a lot of people. This was common.
I feel you. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in.
Y'all have a good night. Oh, and keep the tea coming, Wiley.
You said keep it coming.
Keep the tea coming, yes.
No, thank you so very much for that. Man, that was amazing. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye-bye. That was amazing having a conversation with people. But yeah, man, like, people will hide a secret in a second. But again, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not upset. I said, hey, I have a show. I tell the world. So back to Diddy. Brandon T. Jackson jokes about Cassie suing Diddy. I'ma confess, this is a quote from him. He said, I'ma confess all my sins. 10 years ago, I had the S word with a lot of women. So he's making a joke saying that it was 10 years ago and blah, 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 blah. Many people say he's corny. He's doing this to get clicks and views, etc. In the neighborhood talk, they posted him if y'all wanted to know. And Brandon Jackson was one of the guys. He was a co-star out of The Lottery with Bow Wow when they did a movie together, if you wanted to know about that. All right. So, this was good. These celebrities must ain't paid the spirit. Because I said, okay, what you paid ain't gonna be in God's power. Hey, you live on the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
So, first things first, this case is crazy. I definitely believe
That's crazy.
Cassie.
Yeah, I believe Cassie.
She's in for a long battle. You know, just saying you have receipts doesn't cut it in America. Because the better lawyer always wins, and I know she has a shark for a lawyer, but he has a team. They're already working. Once this came out, they already had their rebuttal to what she was saying. They called her an opportunist. They said she was extorting him and that she was hitting him up for money. And the fact that the number is so low and she's not suing Sony, Epic, none of them, just Diddy, I was like, oh, girl, you got to go for the big dogs so that they can feed you who you need. So I feel for her. My prayers are up for her because she's in for a long battle. They are going to destroy her every chance they get, to include her husband, because he works for Diddy too. So there were so much things she admitted in that lawsuit, in those 35 pages, that I would have saved for the stand, because anybody on the outside in, they're going to start, they're over there highlighting right now to start preparing him. They're going to start grilling him. They're scrubbing her social media. They're looking for any opportunity to tear her apart. And I don't think people understand that, because even us as content creators, we're like, you know, the law is on her side. No. The law is very fickle, hence why it's blind justice. But I'm here for it. I did want to say, Justice do look like Wolf, the man who was unalived. He looks like his kids too, and Justice be over there with them. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh my God, because I kept saying that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is crazy. And then it's funny you said about the lawyers, because you do know lawyers, they pay private investigators. They have a team of people to get as much dirt as possible. I think many people need to watch The Burial. And did you see that movie on Amazon Prime? And the black woman that defended the white man, the corporation, because they found this white man who he said the N-word, where his great grandfather was like a Klans member. His grandfather was a Klans member, and they said that right in front of the jury. So it all depends on how much dirt and what do the jury believe. That's only if it goes to trial. I highly doubt this going to trial. I think this is going to be handled behind the scenes. And
if it's handled behind the scenes, I feel like she's going to get less money, because
like I'm talking about, like it's going to be settled, because in the complaint though, he settled with her friend, because
friend and the friend abuse. Was the one,
because her friend witnessed abuse in the 35 complaint, abuse, because I think he hit the friend, he attacked her.
He attacked the friend, but he paid for her stuff. That's the problem.
Yeah.
She needs to separate herself, because my friend would never take the money. And no, I'm trying to get the money.
But what that show is that if the judge, because remember Bill Cosby did a settle and it was sealed. And nobody can pull it up. And I believe this is sealed too, because nobody pulled it up. But the judge did unseal it, and that's always we're learning about Bill Cosby and blah blah blah. That when he said,
but he got in trouble too.
He did.
He got in trouble too.
He went to prison. He one of the DAs went to prison, even though he shouldn't have did that. But he pretty much got him in prison. But what I'm saying is, if they unseal that settlement or many other secret settlements, or if we have a receipt of him paying the hotel this amount, then this can harm Diddy, because they laying out a blueprint, and I don't, we bloggers, so we ain't really media. We ain't got no sources like that. But my thing, he did say he paid the hotel like $50,000. Like
he did, but Wiley, you also got to understand.
Question: why would you pay $50,000?
Diddy can't just pay that by himself. Like, he has other people to help him.
Was he got a fall?
Yeah,
he got a fall guy. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but you're saying to make her case really stick, I think she's going to need a current employee that works with Diddy during that time to make it more credible. Like, it will harm Diddy if somebody is a current employee, not somebody, I'm talking about a good star employee. Like, you're going to be shocked like that. You know what I mean? or
She needs
multiple
somebody
employees.
who's not on drugs,
Down on
somebody who has a
drugs.
clean image,
Claim image.
somebody who has their own
They're
money,
gonna need like a Rosa.
someone who
They're
is
gonna need.
not a sugar baby.
They're gonna need like a Rosa Parks. They're gonna need like a Rosa Parks.
Yes.
Somebody with a clean
Yes.
where you can sell it. Like, oh my God, you can't even find her. They just so clean. But yeah, this is. I think some of my supporters or like you that know the details about Diddy is shocking. Oh, it's not shocking to y'all because I'm like, oh, y'all heard it before. But I think a lot because I was reading the right wing supporters like Angela Stan, like people that love right wing media, like Republicans, because like Diddy tried to pretend like he a Democrat. They are dragging Diddy. Yes, he did it. Lock him up. I guess Nancy Pelosi is going to protect him because he's a big donor of Joe Biden. Like
let me tell you
dragging
something.
him.
He'll team up with Donald Trump to save his skin.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. People need to understand he has more ties than the music industry.
Yeah.
He's connected to the politics.
He's connected to politics. Because you remember he used
connected to some heavy hitters.
He did connect very.
So
yeah, that's true.
I don't think she's fully prepared for what she's about to go through because I was in the DMV. I worked in amongst the elitists. Like these people, they say one thing on TV, they play a whole different game behind the scenes.
They said the same thing about Oprah. Baby, they was getting Oprah butt so bad with Hawaii because she was asking for donations. She hid her comments. I mean, she blocked her comments. Like they dragged her for filth because people was waking up. But what if I'm gonna ask you this thing, Couture Bay? What if more people come out and say
the people who have to come out, it cannot be the Danity Kanes of the world, not the Azalea Banks. It has to be an Usher. Okay, you need a big fish. You need an Usher.
Somebody big.
You need
a church status.
A Pharrell.
Okay.
You need a Beyonce type person. You need somebody with a clean image. And when I say clean image, I'm talking about to the world because this is what the courts don't like. They don't care about women who were dating older men. That is the name of the game. White women do it all the time. The problem is you're supposed to get your bag up front, not in the end. And they're not keen to giving women with no talent money. I need people to understand that. Cassie wrote specifically in the lawsuit, she had anxiety because the world critiqued her about her singing and her dancing and stuff. That's because you couldn't sing, you couldn't dance, but we accepted you anyways. Like, we didn't understand what was going on. How was this happening? Mediocrity. They were celebrating it. We're talking about in the courtroom, these are super conservative people.
And I understand
She's going to need somebody on her side.
Right. And then he said that I had her to go to one of Diddy's son's house. And if this is a deposition and if the son split up, because obviously Cassie is going to have great lawyers. What if the son slip up, say, yes, I remember her having bruises?
They're not going to say that because they want to be in the will, especially Justice. Justice is not Diddy. I mean, based off of just looking at him genetically, you're like, that is the bodyguard's son. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, it said sons, like, what if one of his sons or Pace or whatever said, yes, I witnessed her I remember that day and she had bruises. Or what if she had evidence because they was FaceTiming. So you can screen record. I believe screen record existed back in that era with the iPhone.
2018?
Did it not?
I don't think so.
You didn't think so at that time? Okay, because this is back in 2018.
Not in 2018.
Okay, so
I want her to have the receipt.
Hospital records is key too. Because I think people forget about that they were sending her hospital records to Diddy to somebody email. That's what they put in the complaint. And so I know for a fact that if you send hospital records without the permission of the patient, that's a violation of HIPAA. So it is a violation of HIPAA,
but that's not a violation on his part.
Right. If she had broken, but how would you explain the broken bones, the bruises, the x-rays, the this and that? That's the part that I don't know. Because if it's hospital, meaning that she have to go and recover. So
no, truthful. That is truthful, but she also has to admit, were you on? They're gonna ask her these things.
About
She
the
said
drug,
it in
I
the
know the
tape.
drugs
Are
part.
you on
I know
drugs?
you on
Were
drugs,
you
but
drinking? How did you do this? How do you know? They're gonna ask her.
yeah.
And I think people don't understand. They think of court TV like Law and Order
Oh
and
yeah,
how
you
to
think it's
get away
a
with
very
murder.
yes,
No,
it's a very
it's
extensive.
way worse.
It's
It's way nastier.
way
She's
better.
admitting to DV and SA,
Yeah,
and they're gonna tear her apart. She's a grown woman. She's not a child.
they're gonna tear her
So
apart.
nothing's off limits.
Yeah, they're gonna
She said she was sleeping with other people in front of him,
tear
like
us apart.
willingly doing it.
This
So
I think. Do
it's
you
crazy.
think Diddy gonna settle though? Because we talking about court. Do you think he would just write a check and just give her a check and just be done?
I think he was willing to settle at first until he came out with this. She was extorting him for money. Now he's willing. He wants to destroy her. Diddy is what, a Scorpio?
Oh yeah,
He's a Harlem dude. And he's not no regular Harlem dude. He's a Harlem dude who's been amongst the Jimmy Iovine's, the Clive Davises, the Tommy Mottolas. He's learned from the best.
okay.
He is going to destroy her.
Oh my gosh.
We saw how
Oh,
he acted on making the band,
wow.
Wiley.
You-
He is going to destroy her.
So you're saying that quote, she's gonna get destroyed.
Most definitely.
So a lot
But
of
she didn't.
yeah, the upcoming days they're gonna post. It's gonna be a nasty campaign against her. Yeah, that's true. I agree.
And it's going to be when we least expect it, too.
It's gonna be, when it quiet down, it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
floodgates of a hit piece. It's gonna happen because I can definitely see it happening to her if we're not careful. And people they're gonna switch. They're gonna some of
Yeah, this is the same man who beat up Drake and pissed on him.
yeah that's true.
And Drake didn't file no police report. He took it on the chin. He just went about his day. Like, what? Diddy is off the chain. Okay,
And then they
he is
said
a gangster for real.
because Kid Cudi did not even admit that happened to his car. And
No, it was a spokeswoman. Who is the spokeswoman?
yeah,
We need the names. She has to start naming the heavy hitters' names, not the little people. We don't care about the little people. You got to name the big people, because if the little people are helping, someone big up top is helping. I can't do anything without somebody overseeing me doing it. Who bought me? Somebody bought him, was like, yeah, do this. He learned that from somewhere. And the fact she didn't sue. See, you got to come after everybody. And I need people to understand this. When someone's doing wrong by you, you got to document their name, date, time. Even if you got to document it in your mind, go voice record it in your phone somewhere, because when it's time to come to court, they will tell you. I've been to court in the highest echelons of court. They will tear you apart. All they're looking is for one entry. She has several entries in the disposition. I don't want to give it away to the public because I don't want to help Diddy's team. But he got some of the best lawyers too. She got her a good lawyer, but he has him a team.
he got a machine.
He has a machine. He has politicians. He has people who don't care. Shaq went to
I want to
jail
know what
for
would
him
make her just
for years.
this. Obviously, something pissed her off. Something
He
happened.
wanted to write a book. That's what he said.
Yeah, because she wanted to write a book. Okay, man, something really, really, really. Because everybody now speaking up with her assistant, but he could be biased. But what if they do have video footage of this?
I can't wait.
Would that change it? Because this, I think, really for her to win, she should have some type of video. I think she do got something.
I feel like if she had something, she would ask for more money.
Okay. Because you say $30 million is too low.
That's too low. Why $30 million? He's worth almost $1 billion. Ask for $500 million. What did that lady say on Tasha K? How much is your poom poom worth? Like, mama, he had you out here. What did she say? Trafficked? Like, girl, he was breaking bones.
And then
$30 million.
And then he
in this economy.
And then
no.
He said, then she said workers. They call it freak offs. I whatever it is, man. For right now, you can say if we just judge this by public opinion, she's winning the public opinion today. But you know how we know this can change. We could love you today and drag you tomorrow. But today,
all you have to do is put out there something crazy. It has to slip out. The Kid Cudi thing was a start. She was like, well, back in 2012. Well, in 2012, you was locked arms with Diddy. So what? You was together with Diddy, but sneaking with Kid Cudi, girl. What are you doing?
It's just,
I don't know.
I think she's gonna have to need Kid Cudi to admit and he witnessed. Somebody got to come out to co-sign or witness what she's alleging. But they have to be credible, though. Even if they're credible, it's still going to destroy you. Are you?
Yeah, and they can't be bitter.
Yeah,
they can't seem bitter to the public eye.
Yeah. We're going to see how this is going to play out. I'm shocked that by the holidays, this is going to. Now, do you think they're going to put him? I think he's not going to be allowed to perform at the Soul Train Award. They're going to say no.
They're gonna let him. They need that.
They need the ratings.
Look at that.
They got Keke Palmer on there.
They got Keke Palmer, but they gonna get Diddy.
And that's a ratings because she is a black woman. Is she black? Well, she's a woman of color. And she's not like a white woman. It'd have been different type of sympathy here, but a different type of sympathy meaning of them trying to say, "Oh, you can't do this. We're gonna pull back. We're gonna lose back." Because none of his sponsors said we're gonna withdraw the support.
No, Diddy brings in millions of dollars. They are looking at this like
whatever.
Finish
like this ain't nothing but good promo. So okay, let's say he performed at the Soul Train Awards because and they're very smart. Keke already performing at the Soul Train Awards. So
yeah, this is gonna boost the ratings. I can't wait. And then he's going to the Grammys too.
Yeah, that's gonna boost the ratings because people are gonna talk. They're nosy, like, okay, what he's gonna say, messaging, okay, what? Because he did give her thanks. Because it's the thing about the award show, he did thank her at the BET Awards when he got his honor. He said, "Shout out." I don't think he should have did that though, like, because that's kind of.
I think he did it on purpose. He's a Scorpio. We didn't know nothing about this stuff.
It's calculated.
It's all making sense. This man is a calculated man.
He's very calculated.
Okay, this is a man who went up against Suge Knight. And said we don't do that beef stuff, but they was doing that beef stuff. Like
behind the scenes, because he was more so he didn't give you that look of a street dude, but he was more like he was sneaky, a behind the scenes type of dude. He wasn't out in the open. You'd have thought like
I like what your other caller said. Yeah. He's a big red, but a better big red. He's like a
that a big red.
He is definitely a he's a Jimmy Iovine. He just happens to be black.
Yeah, Jimmy, he just happened to be black. Because that gets me. Because I call out Diddy. Because I'm like, Diddy, you be saying all this stuff about pro this and y'all need to be equal pay with Comcast and I need equal deals. And you screw black people over worse than the white man have screwed some of these black people. So I knew that about Diddy because he would say, I need to team up against Comcast. They need to give us equal treatment with the cable subscription. I'm like, you ain't giving your artists equal treatment of they master. So that's what gets me with
they go over there signing them slave contracts.
Yes, they go over there signing slave. And then he get mad. He quote unquote have a slave contract compared to the major other major networks like ESPN, etc., or Fox News. So I think that we're gonna get more information about this couture band. I know you're reporting this on your YouTube channel.
I can't wait. When is the case starting? Do you have?
I don't know that T. I'm gonna go to Megan Cunha because Megan.
Shout out to Megan.
Yeah, Megan Cunha was posting. It got like 10 million hits on her Twitter account
because she put out that Pacer information for free. Shout out to a queen.
Yeah, she did. That queen, she did it. Because while the new black people, while they argue about their outfit, she just posted it. Yeah, it got 5.9 million impressions on Twitter. She said, I'll be live on YouTube at 3:30 p.m. and 6:30 Eastern to explain the base of Cassie lawsuit against Diddy, why it's clearly very serious, not just the allegations, but where it's filed, who's the lawyer is, and how you can track filing online. See, this is why I like her.
Yes, that's good. We need that. We need all
this is why I like that relationship with her because she goes deeper in the case and stuff like that. And I like her is because when you tune into her, you just get the notes. You ain't going to this B, that raggedy B, and then you forget about the thought process that you're trying to drag. You just stupid B. I don't believe it because where's the recording, B? Let me pour some more drinks in my drink. Drop. You know, we too busy to call that woman B's, and you just forgot your train of thought. Yeah, it's the sport and the different. You just forgot about reading the court. You calling people B's. So we, Black creator, we get too distracted in the chat and make it cute if she get her glasses. As you can see right now, you got to understand this in the New York courts, because back when I was in the court getting some coffee and I knew the judge and I knew the legal aid with that particular judge, and he just don't play because the prosecutor went there with my dad back in 1975 and doing the trials. Like, she gives you so calm, but us Black folks, because we have to give the theatrics, that's
I'm here for it. I love it. Are you the one who coined her the slave master's daughter?
Because that's how we got to be. We got a cousin, but Megan Q to go over there. And so yes, we see it right here in the transcripts, and it's the type of court to go to just break it down and with that pellet court.
We gotta be animated because people will swear we lying.
Right, nigga, we gotta be animated. We're too slow on Borough going to well. Speak faster, so you can't even. It's just the truth.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. I can't wait. We should go get press passes.
Yes.
So we can go
Okay.
the Black media at the cave.
We have to, because I'm so interested because it's so deep. Like, this is going to be way, if they go to trial, this is way bigger than Tory Lanez and Megan. This is Tory.
I'm going to New York.
This is on steroids because everybody's going to want to see Diddy go down. All the people pissed off, they are conjuring up. I'm the king, mean king, y'all. They talking to their witch doctors. They want Diddy, whoever. Like, they're
going in the water.
You already had that guy LB get off that coma. I think a witch doctor, and now he walking around free. Whoever Diddy pissed off, it's some powerful forces. It's going with his powerful witch rules, and we're gonna see which witch gonna win in this wrestling match. This is a cage match that we see in
the battle of the Supremes and the Warlocks. Yes,
the battle of the Warlocks. We gonna see which one gonna win, because how in the world LB, he halfway was dying and he just up walking. So we don't know what he knows. Like, I'm interested because I'm like, man. Because I forgot about B2K, because it keeps saying male workers getting in with the freak offs, but B2K, they had their own freaky deaky. It's like, this is the tip of the iceberg of just something that I just say for the audience, just to buckle your seatbelt. Because
I want to know, was this the party that Andre 3000 that made him walk out the industry? Because he keeps referring to some random party, and I'm like, was it the Diddy party? Which party?
Yeah, because Andre, he don't even want to do an album. He said he's not even doing.
He said y'all getting these nice scoops, okay?
Yeah, he got. So something must have happened, and of course, comedians joke about these parties. Even everybody kind of joke, like you talking about. What was the other guy, the one that wear the perm and the pimp?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams talking about the party. So everybody be talking about that stuff. Dave Chappelle, I believe Dave Chappelle was saying some stuff about Hollywood. So it's man, I just woo.
It's amazing.
They say B2K. They say B2K got nothing to do with this. But if you haven't freaked off, Diddy,
they did a song with Diddy.
They did a song with Diddy. And all them men, were they teenagers or were they adults at that time? I believe they were
no, they was teenagers. They was young.
So Diddy liked young men. And why them women throwing their pantyhose, them men were screwing each other in the same. They were just throwing their panties, leaving their kids. I will never forget B2K came to Chicago. And back in the day, they used to have a Bud Parade, Chicago people. Y'all remember this? And they used to have a free concert at Washington Park, and B2K performed. Do you tell? I can remember women were leaving their kids in stroller just to throw their panties in the boys, and them boys was playing with each other's sausages. I couldn't believe it. Now, as I look at them, like, all the women threw their panties and they wanted man boxer briefs and Fruit of Looms on the stage. I remember that. I remember it. Yeah, so they were men.
That is terrible. And they was doing that because, remember, Bow Wow said the same thing. That's why we need Usher. Usher was over there when he was in.
And
Usher need to tell us.
Is this just like a coincidence that Sharon recorded? Usher is gay. Everybody like this. Some witches. I mean, it's some witches that's coming out of retirement. Baby, they got some witches, baby. I'm coming out of retirement and I'm a conjure. Because all of this stuff is like connected. You got Usher being exposed. It's like, what all through this week? Oh, man. Just buckle up your seatbelt. Can you imagine? This week have just been juicy.
Scorpio season has been messy since we started it.
Yes. Bro,
the mess is up.
The mess,
okay?
like from Chelsea being exposed, being informed, went to Bond liquor recordings. They making Jaguar right. She seemed like, oh, she's the credible. Do you know we in the trying town? When you get somebody that with some psych issues, and now you say she was right. We in this time now. It looking like all the bipolar people is coming to the front. Okay, yeah, the Jaguar was so right. She's so right. We putting her up there with Dr. King dissecting this woman. All right. But a couple of days ago, she was trash. We didn't care nothing about. You never want to see on Storm. Who cares about this woman? I don't care nothing about her. She smokes cigarettes, drink beers. Now she on the show talking.
She's an awesome woman. You see how they flip so easy?
This is crazy. This is so. I saw that. I'm like, this the same woman says she drink beers, cigarettes. Her family is crazy. But when they need you, they will bring you right back. This is how the industry, like YouTube, we have our own little clique in industry. You got the popular boys, you got the jocks, you got the slow people, you got the side. Everybody, it's little sectors. And once, and now Jaguar
That's truthful.
That's why I know Jaguar Wright ain't that nutty. You see how she ain't call in over there because she got accepted with the people over there. That's why I don't fool with that woman.
Do you see it? Did you see it? They've been streaming that TikTok video for days.
So you don't see her over there. Like she came up, yeah, she did. No offense. She came with R. Kelly, but that's because she wasn't free with the popular kid. They ain't let her in. Now they welcome to it. Come on, Jack. You can't go back over there. Okay, I understand. I won't go back over there.
She gonna press you out.
I should not go back over there. I ain't gonna be saying anything. I ain't gonna do it, boss. I ain't gonna do it. Like you ain't gonna hardly see it. You ain't gonna hardly see Jack no more because she accepted with the popular kids.
Yeah,
they come over here.
You already know how it goes.
They frown. They frown upon her. Like I challenge the people in 2024 when these people call in, do a call-in show. If I'm lying, Couture Bay, I want you to just name drop Wiley. So yeah, I was listening to Wiley and he said blah blah blah. And watch how they hang up the phone. Hello. Just watch. Just slip up like y'all do over here. Y'all name these people name, knowing that I'll fool with it. I'll let you do it anyway. But I'll challenge you to do it on your troll number because if you put your real number, they're gonna dox you. Go and then put it in the chat. Go in there and call in your free troll number. You know the troll number you got when you got your side piece and you gonna meet them at the hotel. You got the little side.
Not a side piece at the hotel.
That number just say, yeah, I was listening to the Wiley Show and he said, click, big, okay. They gonna act like they got amnesia. Then you will know who's hating on who. When they drop that link on StreamYard, wear your Wiley Show t-shirt and say yes to Wiley. Watch how they're gonna click you off the air. Just watch.
You know what? That's true. Because I have to tell them today, don't drop no creators' names in my chat. My name can't be dropped in nobody's chat.
Because they don't want you, they don't want your name discussed. I don't mind people name being in the chat if you give me the same respect. But if you blocking my name and then coming here, you can just, hello, hi, Wiley. I love Wiley. So this is my guy. Nigga, you got me blocked. That's just like, I can't come to your house, but you come to the house, eat my chicken wing, eat my French fries,
drink my Kool-Aid.
Drink my Kool-Aid, but then I can't never come to your house. That's a problem. And so that's why in 2024, I'm asking for true supporters to call into these people and just say Wiley. And watch, you will see how real they is. You'll see the real challenge. Because over here, we let you say Storm. I heard on Storm Monroe and Armand. I let you think about Armand. Don't even get upset and Armand Wiggins, he just don't like black women. And I'm a real black Armand. Shit, when he was on Wiley. You almost driving, can't even focus feeding your kids. You got to talk about Armand Wiggins.
But you speaking of Armand Wiley, you see how he defended Cassie?
Yes.
With no proof. He didn't even see the documents yet.
No documents. Right. Now, if you call in and say, but Wiley said that's enough, what is it? I click. Don't worry about it. But why are you talking about Kiki and say, I need to see the footage, I need to see the recording, the pictures. He did all that for a black woman. And then all he believed her, because that's how he played these games. And then this we talk about him. This brother woke up in the morning and poof, I was beat for 2 years. And my mama finally seen the guy. And he was, did you see that clap in the morning? I seen it. I said, well, wait a minute, we've been friends all this time. I've been knowing about man screwing you in that yellow truck. I've been knowing about you being getting screwed in the garage. You doing a little book of sugar. You never said you got whooped for 2 years and your mama went toe to toe with the guy. That to me was just like, if y'all believe that, you will believe anything. I don't believe that. I said, this man just woke up. Yes, for 2 years, he was 6'2". And I possibly could believe it because his back is twisted. But my thing is, where your pictures, where your videos, where's the evidence? So we just going to believe your statement and not believe Kiki, an award winner, trusted source, and you have been known not to tell the truth.
Most influential woman.
Yes.
Okay. She was named that by Time magazine.
So I guess Armand is happy. He's been shoveling them cards, and he's so happy that he got the Diddy thing. He can leave Kiki alone because this man got great.
No, I just noticed that because they screenshot the stuff to me because I'm blocked everywhere but you. I don't know why.
I'm blocked everywhere too. I'm blocked from Hollywood. I can't even get on the blogs and get the information. Blocked. And then Hollywood Unlocked, they come over here, drop, I guess, a pink fingernail heart, showing love. And I try to go over there and super chat because Krishan Mama that got me crying thinking about my mama. And I want to give him a $10 super chat. Still error message. That means you blocked. But it's just, I'm blocked from Tasha. Do you know you have to be something to get blocked from media outlets? Media outlets, crazy. Huge. I'm talking about huge media outlets. They make sure
they hate us.
We gonna block Wiley. Out of all the people, me? You would act like I stole Hollywood Unlocked computers and gave the information to Neighborhood Talk so they can build up their platforms to pass them. You would act like I really did that. I just don't understand these people. Because what I do compared to what I do is teeny small. But they all watch Couture Bay. They all I couldn't believe it. I'm blocked from Tasha K. Do you know it's hard to get blocked from Tasha? Do you know she bragged? We don't block over here. We don't block. That ain't towards Wiley. It's
because you keep saying her son is a toy soldier.
But it is. But just put an exemption. We don't block. Only person we block, but Wiley. Just put a but, because you block. Because baby, I'm blocked from the Instagram, the Twitter, the app. Do you know you have to be something when you get blocked from?
I'm gonna tell her to unblock you. I'm gonna be like, unblock Tasha.
When you block from paying, that's just like I'm blocked from Netflix and I'm paying for the app. I'm trying to watch Suits and I'm blocked. Do you know you have to be something to get blocked and you paying for the app? It ain't like you on there for free like she lied. I'm paying the $12.99. I'm like, okay. Let me see what's going on over here. Error message, you can't get in. Error message banned. That's the thing I don't understand. I don't care what you say about my son. Why would I block you from being on the app? No matter how we did.
Because Wiley, every time she turned around, you said her son is fighting in the Congo.
The things that Tasha K says about people. But to me, I'm not listen, let them keep, because sometimes God wants that to happen. So when you really get that, keep that same energy. Keep me blocked. Keep me in your contract. Do you know I'm in people contracts? But I can't do a booking with them. I didn't even been booked. That's just like, I never been booked nowhere to do a show, but I'm in people contracts. TS Massacre and Armand, it's in their contract.
Really?
Yeah, this is a true story. I'm in a contract that I can't even be on the fly in the club, but I've never been booked. But when we make it, and you're a witness, when we make it, I'm talking about make it huge, big, just huge. Keep that same and keep me blocked. Just keep it blocked.
I want to interview Wiley as soon as you make it, but I can't pay you now. I ain't never paid nobody else.
Right, no, but what I'm saying is I remember the people coming up because these people, they trying to blackball me with no balls. They trying to be gatekeepers. We all on YouTube and we not gonna say his name. We gonna say it. And I just don't understand that. I don't understand at all. I see everything, y'all. It is funny to me that Wiley is the only person that get this disdain. And Couture Bay, all I'm doing is just doing what they doing, going live and talking about people. What's the
Listen, child. Once they start hopping in your chat, calling you out your name, that's when you know you made it. Because I'm
yes?
telling you, T.S. Madison was coming over there with that male.
Oh yes, you see that? But T.S.
It's
Madison,
crazy.
she knew that whatever she want to represent in the chair, otherwise I would have got my crutches. She knew she got to get out of that. I will go right to go. She know who to try to, because I think she think, oh, I'm gonna try with Couture. But if she try with Wiley, I'm gonna go deeper because I can go in the gay car. I can put on my gay uniform, and I can put on my trans outfit. I got hair, weave, and I got the titty.
That's a trans
I got the breast, and it bounced up and down. So where you can play, because me, I'm a little cuckoo and Cocoa Puff. I put on a wig, bring a man, and say, I say I come out as trans, and you have to honor that. You can't say I'm a fake one, because I'm gonna say I'm the same type of trans like Monroe is. When she pull it on, he get the money, she get the checks, he cash her. Somehow she say that.
Yes, I love slaves.
Right. So she knew not to do that because I could put on my gay uniform. Okay, you want to go to church? I'll put on my trans uniform. And then you want to say you a streetwalker? We hit the streets. Okay, you want to bring mama up in a wheelchair? I'll bring my mama. I'll bring my grandma up in the wheelchair, and I'll bring my crutches. Which way you want to go with this? We just go for that. So this is why she knows she can't play that, because every little trick that you try to play, it will be done with. And I hate when she do this to people like that, knowing that it's wrong to do. She know not to try that with me, because I know Oliver, he was in my hotel, wanted all this, and we did something. So you go right.
He got a YouTube too. Did you know that, Oliver?
Yes, he have a YouTube. I'm glad he finally
struggling.
I'm finally glad he's monetized, because he wasn't getting no money over T.S. Madison. She wasn't paying him nothing. Because when he was broke and penniless, he had to call his real mama, not the fake one.
His
real mama that birthed him out of the womb canal. Mama, can you pay my rent? Not the other mama to say, I ain't got it, son. I died for this money. I ain't giving you nothing. You had to call the other mama. Okay, baby. Okay, sugar. I got you. How much is the rent? $1,800. Don't. Baby. Let me pull out my
This is why they don't like you, Wiley. You are so funny.
That's why they don't like me. It's the truth, though. Out of all that stuff, this my gay mama. Ooh, I love her. Then when you were broke, when you really need a mama, I ain't giving you this money. I work hard for this money. She put on that deep voice. Then you ain't have to do that. The mama you have to call, the one you ain't hardly come visit, you have to call her. And she truly loved you and paid that rent. And you still in that apartment now with that green grass. You couldn't call Dr. Heavily. You had to call my. So this is why I don't deal with Atlanta girls, because they fake. Girl, they all struggle. They all live in apartments. And they all try to pretend like Dr. Heavily. But when you were struggling, and you're still struggling, you ain't make it like that. Because if you really made it, like, I want to see some of you stars getting mansions, get estates. You still in the same square footage apartment like me. So stop it with the BS. You can lie to these people on the internet, but you can't lie to me. You still struggling. You still got grass. It's about 10 years you've been doing all them shows. I should at least see you in the estate. You should be pulling up. We should be seeing horses. You should be doing videos. That's what I'm saying. We don't see none of that. You still in your apartment with green grass.
Oh my God, not the horse.
Yeah, you should be coming up on a horse. Yeah, we breaking news. I gotta be a horse. You not made it. But these people, I see why. Because I guess they don't like me making fun of them. But they post it on the internet. They post it all up on the internet.
They do. They hate when we get it off the internet. But I'm gonna let you go so other people can call.
Okay.
Thank you, producers, for letting me joke, and make sure y'all support. Send Wiley some money so we can go to New York and report on the case.
Okay, y'all.
Live.
Yeah, so we can report on the case live. Thank you so very much, Couture Bay.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That was so funny. But it's the truth, though. I told y'all talking about a challenge. You do that and watch they response. They're gonna shut them call lines down. They ain't gonna do no more calls. I'm talking about we need hundreds of calls. Every time they think Wiley Show, they'll shut the call. No more calls. Because that's how they really feel. I love Couture Bay. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to her YouTube channel. Because first of all, I want more of us to grow and be successful, because we are still considered to be in a minority as creators. So I love it. Okay? They said you take it too far. How do I take it too far? Did you ever see me showing up throwing hands on somebody? No. Did you ever see me in my pumps and my heels having a video and my husband twirling around, rolling around on the floor? No. Did you ever see that? No. Did you ever see me out with men and say I like women? Then you see, only thing you see me going out is my best male roommate, best friend? No. Did you ever see, I'm just saying all this time. Did you ever see me say I got this is my man and all that? Then I'm crying because my man reneged on the payment of my rent. He reneged on the payment, and now the building is telling you to pay the 6 months that your man told that it was fraudulent charges, and now you got to pay the 6. Nope. So again, what is so different what I'm doing than any of these other people are doing? I just think that they just trying to discourage me. They're evil. They number witches. And guess what? We got the power of God, and we're going to keep moving forward. Okay? Okay? We got the power of God. We keep moving forward. Now, to Diddy, to Cassie, thank you. Because I think I was looking for a case to talk about, and I think this is the case. Because I'm so interested. I got my notebook. I give me another notebook actually because we are running through this notebook. Okay, so thank you all. So amazing. And so just like Couture said, that it's going to be something to her to prove this case. For Cassie to prove this case, her lawyers got to bring it. You're not different. It's all entertainment. Yes, it's all entertainment. Yes, it's all entertainment. Okay, they said Wiley Couture for New York. It's all entertainment, you guys. Praise him. That's what it is. It's entertainment, and I entertain the people. As long as I'm on here entertaining y'all, it's fine. And that's what we're doing. So we're gonna continue to promote it. They said the Mail Review supports the Wiley Show. Thank you, to Cadero D. Brown. Shout out to my brother. I've been following you for a mighty long time. When you were dating the king of gay music, right? You were dating him. And I had a crush on you many, many years ago. I don't got a crush on you now because you're in a relationship. I'll talk about my crush when you get out of your relationship. But now you got a show called The Mail Review over there on Facebook and over there on Instagram. But you are amazing. I would tell you that right then. And I could go in and say some things, but you in a relationship. Again, Cadero D. Brown, you're in a relationship. So because you're in a relationship, I'm not going to flirt because I am a flirt. And this is Scorpio season. But since you're up here, I would say this. So he's a performer, you guys. So Rough and Stuff is I would say is a drag queen, very well known in Chicago. Anybody in Chicago that's gay that love drag queens know Rough and Stuff. She's a legend. So Cadero used to do the Mail Review. He used to, take his shirt off and he used to lip sing and all of that. Very attractive guy. And I interviewed him many moons ago, back when I was a blogger based in Chicago full time. And yes, he's a very attractive man and very intelligent. And I got to do a show. I've just been so busy. But brother, just know I see it. I love your panel of people. They're gorgeous men. And I think what you offer for the community is dope. And just know from the heart, I love you. I didn't forget about you. Yes, when I'm in Chicago, we will do a show and everything like that. I understand you said I no longer perform. I retire, and now I'm doing my own talk show, and that is amazing. So again, I would love to be on your show. Just give me a date, and we will work with my schedule. Because again, you are retired and you're beautiful. You should have retired. And I hope your man treating you well and flying you around the country. But you are amazing. We go back a long time. And you a long time. You still got that gorgeous look. I know you from a distance when you do your show. So adorable. I like your episode. And I'm gonna watch one of your shows and do a review on it. I love it. Love you and everything. Don't tell your boyfriend I said I love you. Oh, I love you for real. I love you for real. I love you for real. At that particular time when I seen you, I seen the coffee and I seen the cream. When I look at you as coffee and cream mixed together. That means it's good and I like it hot. So we do okay. Will you do your show? Yeah. When you did your show, yeah. When we started, yeah. So yeah, absolutely. But I loved you, and so when I did see you sweating in that 6-pack, I fell in love. Okay, I fell in love. I fell in love when I seen that 6-pack. I said what I say, that 6-pack. When I seen the 6-pack, I fell in love. That's what I would say. And during that time, I would throw the dollars, at that time, because you was a performer, you have to throw whatever. I ain't really had that much, a penny, a dollar, 10, whatever I had. And so I was seeing you were so adorable, and you will be performing at the Hydrant, I believe, in Boys Town, and that's like the gay neighborhood in Chicago. And so you're so beautiful. I just want to just say that, very attractive. And so we're gonna stay focused because I got distracted. But the enemy will always bring somebody in there. So we go. Okay. All right. So wow. Okay. All right. So we're gonna break y'all some more news about Cassie and Diddy in the future. We're gonna break you some more news. So we thank you all so very much for that. Thank you for the team that came together and sent me the information. I'm tired and I'm hungry, and I'm trying not to eat so late at night. But when I get done with shows, it's late at night. So okay, they say he calls his friend, told him to settle and change their number. Wow. They said not the enemy. That ain't number the enemy bringing it in there, but nevertheless, we are going to do more videos about this topic. If you want to support us, you can support us at our Cash App, $Marquise Wiley28, our Zelle at wileyshow@gmail.com. If you want to support us, this is an independent operation. If though they decide to go and do a trial in New York, we need a donation. And so our show fund, we have up above at a certain number that we try to keep so we can budget throughout the year. And thank you. And I also put in the show fund as well. So yeah. And I will watch that Drink Champ. Thank you, Dova. You told me about the Drink Champ. Jova Queen said, watch the Drink Champs episode. So people were sending me that. They said there was another girl after Casey Virginia V. I checked her story out just before, like in the beginning of the video, we talked about it because Tasha K interviewed her. So we did check that story out. So if anything that I'm missing, just email me at wileyshow@gmail.com. You can text me at the number. You can text, please don't try to call me unless you are Carisha, please, or unless you got something really juicy. You a victim, you are an employee or something. You want to share your story, then you can call. But if you just want to send me something, just text it to me so I can remember. 972-674-9462 is the number. I did reach out to the birthday witches. There was a lot of y'all texting me, so some of y'all did get back to y'all. I didn't even get time to go to the P.O. box to get the items. I didn't even get time to do that because I've been so busy doing shows. So anybody that sent me any birthday gifts, we will open it up and we do unboxing live on the air. Okay. Also, we do have the merchandise. Nobody bought nothing over there. It was about 9 cents. So we do have the t-shirts and mugs and everything. We're going to update the store as well. So if you want to buy a t-shirt, a mug that help us out as well, you can buy that on Teespring this year. If you want to buy some stuff, you want to give a move, buy some items. That's so important for that. And so we thank you because I think somebody bought one mug maybe a month ago and they gave me 9 cents. Okay. They said I want the Team Wiley. I believe the Team Wiley one is on there. I believe it is on there. I gotta double check because I believe I had it on there. T Wiley. Okay, we love you. Thank you. I love you too. I love you too. Love you too. This was amazing. Wow, we haven't really done a late night live in such a long time. Wow. Oh my gosh. And so for the people that missed, we will have the replay plan for the people that like a live chat feature, because I know some people like the live chat feature. So we will have some videos that we did as a replay. And so, yeah. So again, yeah, that's just how that goes. And also, I want to say this really quickly. I don't know if y'all still watching, but I want to say this about Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg, you cannot say, respect my privacy. Bruh, I'm so tired of celebrities telling us to respect their privacy when they make an announcement that we didn't ask for, that make an announcement that we didn't ask for and say, I'm done smoking weed. You know, when that was a part of your brand forever, and now you're going to say, but respect my privacy. You're giving the people that want to conjure a rumor stupid. Now, either you high, either you didn't upgrade from the grass to the pipe, but you ain't making no sense. Because you can't say, respect my privacy, when you publicly said, I'm going to stop smoking weed, and that just came out randomly. Stop it. That sounds dumb. That's part of your brand, smoke it. You smoked on camera. You did shows smoking when you were talking about the Migo. And all things sound the same, and you just puff past. Smoking with the all type of people you were smoking with, right? Known for smoking. Now you make this announcement, I'm done smoking. The rumor mill is running, and it said that it's because of health. Okay? So that's why the public is inquiring. Some of us, like myself, I just want to be nosy. It's like, why? Why you stop smoking? What's the reason? Why? What happened? Is it your health? Is you about to pick up a case? Is you about to get on probation? Is a victim about to come out of something? Like what? You're making the people make and create these rumors. Just tell us. You talking about respect the privacy about weed. What are you talking about? Something to this picture ain't making sense. Something in the soup ain't tasting right. The foot ain't fitting in the shoe. The fish ain't in the pond because this is weird. With that vein in his forehead, respect my privacy. I'm looking like, now I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to get about Cassie and Diddy. I'm trying to get the tea to break this case open. And I see that big old wide forehead, that big thick forehead, and they got a vein in the middle. Respect my privacy. I said, what is going on today with these celebrities? Did this man get some type of dementia? Did he forget? Did you smoke so much of that weed that you forget that you a public figure, meaning that privacy go out the window? I just don't want. I said, what is going on with these celebrities? They are losing it. A public figure tell I'm not smoking weed. Respect my privacy. That's just like the president saying, I'm still going to be the president, but I'm not going to be the president no more. Respect my privacy. So the question's coming up, and then you get sleepy Joe Biden. I respect my. That don't make sense. We didn't ask for this announcement. Shut up. If you wanted us to respect the privacy, you should have shut up. We wouldn't have known nothing about it. It ain't like you got cameras where you streaming in your house. Like the stream on Twitch, and you stream it 24 hours a day. No, we don't care. Baby, we worrying about why bread is $5 a loaf, why gas is high, why we got to spend all this money overseas, why they sending all this money overseas, why Republican Congress people fighting each other and want to whoop each other at a Senate hearing. We want to worry about black women that have children, parents want to worry about why they paying so much for daycare costs. People is worried about healthcare costs. It was a story that came out in Boston, Massachusetts, that people was getting HPV and HIV and all of those type of things because the IV was hooked up. Now they catch hepatitis, and so like 450 patients caught it through the hospital, through the IV. That's what folks is worried about. They worried about real life issues. They are not worried about Uncle Snoop don't want to get high. That's the last thing on people's mind. Ain't nobody having kitchen talk. You know what? Snoop said he ain't smoking. Well, if they do talk about it, he must got the cancer. He got the cancer. Oh, he got it. He ready to hit he must got the cancer. And it age. Now, black folks is talking about this, what they said. Girl, did you hear what they said about Snoop Dogg? That he ain't smoking weed no more. Oh, that weed have aged him. His lungs probably black. I know it's black. Because you know Mr. Johnson over there, he was smoking. You remember Miss Johnson next door? Yeah, I remember Miss Johnson next door. You remember when he was smoking all that? He was on that oxygen tank. And he just kept smoking and just kept smoking. And then when they buried him, I ain't trying to be messy, but when they buried Mr. Johnson, he smelled nothing but loud. Please. And then when I did hear about this, funny he said it, because when the minister, when he started talking about loud, he said your risk started to flip down. I ain't gonna get deep into that. So I don't know. And we just gonna pray in all seriousness. Pray for your brother. Pray for him. Whatever it is, something happened that made him don't want to smoke. Or it could be because I know a witch. Because I talked to a witch. Well, I didn't never talk to this witch. He said, because this particular witch said, I told me and my boyfriend to stop smoking for 90 days. And he stopped smoking for 90 days. And you know what happened to that witch? You know what happened to him? He was on Showtime in the documentary. Okay? Even though he did it for free. So maybe he should have took 10 years from not smoking so he get a paycheck. But he said to his audience, I stopped smoking weed for 90 days so I could be on television. And he told his people, stop smoking weed so you can be on television. That's what that witch said. He didn't tell the witch to stop. The witch didn't put this and say stop smoking weed so he could have a straight spinal cord. Wait a minute. Follow me here. He put it in the contract and said, I want to be on television, not to have a straight spinal cord. Ain't that so? Do you know it's people that are so want celebrity status so bad that they're conjuring up not smoking to be a celebrity, but you still got a twisted spinal cord. If you shake the wrong way, you ain't gonna be able to get up for about 6 days. I just don't understand that witch. And I called, you got to give witch's name, like the chocolate pretzel. The chocolate pretzel. He said, I stopped smoking weed for three months. And I got on television. I got a deal. So now you got people with them black lips. Now, when you smoke, you get the black lips. They say, I'm going to stop smoking for 3 months so I could be on television. You ain't going nowhere. Shut up. If you not smoking for 3 months, that television might get repossessed from an instead of shit down with your stupid self. That just sounds dumb. You stop getting high, so you go, and he think because he stopped smoking. No, stupid, shut up. Telling them women that. And you watch out for those witches. Because that same witch, him and his boyfriend, I'm sorry, I got to say this. I'm about to go. They in the backyard digging crystals in the dirt. So the crystal can submerge in dirt. So they can sell it to his subscribers that is healing in those crystals that they got a big bundle, a bundle from Amazon. They got a big old bundle from Amazon, and he trying to sell it to his subscribers that it is healing in those crystals. I said, this is that wicked demon. These people will lie to you, and you better get some sense. Don't repeat what these people are saying. That ain't nothing but, and it ain't even a good witchcraft. It's the Tubi version witchcraft. They ain't got the high witchcraft. These folks right now, they watching the Wiley Show on their way to log in to class. Listen to this. They taking courses on how to be a witch. Now, I understand people take online courses. You want to get a degree in pharmacy, but they in there with witches. They in there. You think they dancing and doing something. No, they in there. And the witches would say, okay, hold up your wand. Ha! And I want you to turn it this way. They doing the. You think they in that? You think that person in that directed the choir? They learned it how to. They learned it how to be a witch. I'm telling you, I can't make this stuff up. They be in there. Write it down 80 times, and the witch be telling them, write what you want 20 times. I want to be famous. 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 I want to be on TV. 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 I want to be 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 famous. I want to be famous. They so nutty. They doing all that. And still, they doing all that. They just doing it. And if that's what you, and spending money, taking classes. And the witch ain't telling you he getting that off Google, and you just follow them. Taking notes. And step 101, don't smoke for 90 days. Don't smoke. You putting out all that. And ever since they started doing that, their back started to get twisted. They going against Kiki, probably on the wrong side, because they dealing with a spirit. And they need to repent and stop doing that stupid stuff. In a sense, because they doing it wrong, in my humble opinion. But that's just my opinion. I'm about to go. Because these folk, that's what they doing it. But I'm about to go. And they conjuring up spells with the wife. They trying to make us not grow, stopping us. But it ain't gonna work because we expose that evilness. Stupid people. They do that. Yeah. You don't think they do it, but they do it. Ever since they moved to California, LA, they're around conjuring that up. I don't want that. Give me a holy book. Give me a scripture. Give me Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. That's all I need. Hold on, I ain't read my Bible. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth was without form, and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the water. That's all I need. Give me my Bible. Give me my Bible. I don't need all that. I just need this. Give me this, and a mind, and a prayer life, and a fast life, and watch God move. That's all you need. Come on, somebody. You need a willing mind. Go on and pray. Go on and apply this to your life and watch him change. Now, while they in there, and right now, 55 sentences, the sentence with the same thing that you want, you read it in the scripture. It's already written. All you got to just follow the blueprint. You don't need to write one down and create a new one. Just follow one that's already here and open it up. That's only if you believe it. That's only if you believe it. That's only if you believe it. If you don't believe it, that's up to you. But I know what I believe and I love it. Okay? There's already a blueprint. You ain't got to create a new one. One right here. I just got to say that for free. I'm so sorry. But because I like to talk to y'all. Okay, we going to go. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Snoop Dogg, you see what you started? But I hope you are fine, Snoop Dogg. Honestly, Snoop, I hope you're fine. I'm going to wear some glasses while you got your glasses, so I'm going to keep you up there while you're here. Amen. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Thank you all. Wow, this is a good show. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for the good show, and we will see y'all in the future. In the next video. This was fun. This was great. And anything that's go up will be great. I'm about to go eat me some chicken drumsticks because I'm hungry. And somebody said, we got to get you from stop eating them chicken drumsticks. But again, it's easy because you just drop it in the air fryer. But I did upgrade you guys on my diet. I do like sausages and scrambled eggs. I make it on the stove. Sausages and scrambled eggs with breakfast. And I'm finally eating breakfast. And so now for dinner, I like, chicken drumsticks, chicken breasts, chicken thighs, the chicken tenderloins and all of that. And so with a pot roast. So now I never made a full course meal with stuff boiling and stuff. But one day I'll make a full course meal and show it to y'all on camera. Let me see. I think somebody is in my DM not my DM, chicken everything. Thank you so very much. Okay, people is in here. Okay, they share Sean P. Diddy Combs telling Kevin Hart that him and R&B singer Usher need to wake up and wrestle in the morning with Usher was only 10 years old. Oh my. And I remember this. I remember like that going on. Wow, it's so much going on. They said, don't go to 7-Eleven for no chocolate ice cream. No. No. I'm not going to go to 7-Eleven for no chocolate ice cream. Ooh, I haven't done that in a long time because I ain't got no car. If I had a car, I might go on to 7-Eleven for some chocolate ice cream. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed. This was fun. Thank you all so very much. I'll talk to y'all in the next episode. That was good, Dover Queen. Don't go to 7-Eleven for some chocolate ice cream. Peace.